Greetings, Shaun Pruitt here, Zacks equity strategist, and today I'm going to be discussing whether Intel's revival was ahead after SoftBank's $2 billion investment. So Intel's revival as a leading chip maker has gained traction following Tuesday's announcement that SoftBank had taken a nearly 2% stake in the company worth $2 billion. And the Trump administration is reportedly considering a 10% stake in Intel, which could make the U.S. government the company's largest shareholder in a broader effort to strengthen domestic chip making capabilities. So to do so, it's noteworthy that the government would convert funds that Intel received through the CHIPS Act grants into equity, with Intel receiving roughly $11 billion in grants for commercial and military chip production. So with SoftBank helping to lead the large stake investments in Intel, investors may certainly be starting to believe that the chip giant's revival is ahead. So as one of the market's top performers this month, Intel shares, ticker symbol INTC, have surged 18% in August to largely outpace the broader indexes, with NVIDIA and other AI infrastructure related stocks starting to lose some of their blazing steam. Here you can see Intel's performance here for the month of August, up 18%. And it's kind of blown away the broader indexes, NVIDIA and these other chip makers. So going on to SoftBank's strategic investment in Intel. So SoftBank is known for its bold bets on tech and innovation. And it's also noteworthy that Intel's CEO, Lip-Bu Tan, who recently took over in the last year or so, has deep ties with SoftBank after previously serving on the multinational holding company's board of directors from 2020 to 2022. And Intel and SoftBank also have a collaboration effort in Say Memory, a startup focused on stacked DRAM, which is dynamic random access memory. So DRAM chips for AI applications. So seeing Intel as a critical player in expanding AI chip production, SoftBank is heavily invested in artificial intelligence. It also has a $500 billion data center project named Stargate, with ChatGPT creator OpenAI and Oracle, one of the leading cloud providers. So this strategic move in particular also positions SoftBank as a key influencer in global chip supply chains, becoming one of Intel's largest shareholders and deepening its semiconductor portfolio as a majority owner of ARM Holdings, while holding stakes in NVIDIA and Taiwan Semiconductor as well. And so why SoftBank's lifeline to Intel is so important is because providing a financial lifeline, this will allow Intel financial flexibility to stabilize its operations after posting an $18.8 billion loss in 2024, which was the chip maker's first unprofitable year since 1986. A lot of us grew up with Intel being a dominant chip provider in the PC market, so it's very unusual to see them struggling like this. So tripling to last year's loss, Intel's foundry division has struggled to secure major clients after losing NVIDIA as a customer to Taiwan Semiconductor. So without these large-scale customers or further outside investments, Intel may have to cancel or halt its mega semiconductor factory in Ohio, which is titled Ohio 1. So notably, Ohio 1 is one of the most ambitious tech infrastructure projects in U.S. history, which is another reason the Trump administration has planned to assist Intel, seeing the mega factory as a way to reduce the nation's reliance on foreign chip makers. So just tracking Intel's outlook and balance sheet here, showing signs that his revival may be ahead. Intel's annual earnings are expected to swing back into the black this year to 15 cents per share compared to an adjusted loss of negative 13 cents a share last year. And reassuringly, Intel's fiscal year 26 EPS is projected to rebound to 68 cents. So on the top line, Intel's total sales are currently slated to dip over 1% this year, but are projected to rebound and rise 4% in fiscal year 26 to $54.2 billion. But as you can see here, fiscal year 26 sales projections will still be well away from Intel's multi-year peaks of $79 billion in 2021. And regarding Intel's financial health, the company has a solid balance sheet, having $192.52 billion in total assets at the end of Q2, compared to $86.76 billion in total liabilities. And plus, Intel has over $21 billion in cash and equivalents, as shown in the quarterly chart here below. So monitoring Intel's price to sales valuation, the PS ratio, which may be a way to track Intel's value to investors at the moment, a better way to track Intel's value to investors at the moment rather than the PE ratio. And in this regard, INTC does trade near the preferred level of less than 2 times forward sales. As you can see here, with the S&P 500 at 5.5 times. And many of its chip peers, such as NVIDIA and Taiwan Semiconductor, are still trading at hefty premiums to these levels. So it's, in terms of price to sales, NVIDIA is still fairly attractive. So the bottom line is SoftBank's investment in Intel certainly signals confidence in the chip giant's turnaround and future relevance. That said, after such a sharp rally this month, Intel stock lands a Zacks ranked number 3 hold, although investors are starting to get more reassurance for what is hopefully a continued rebound at some point. Again, I'm Shaun Pruitt, Zacks Equity Strategist. I hope you enjoyed this content. For more, please feel free to visit zacks.com/promo.